Avoidance is your go-to. This video is for you. If you're a person who always tries to avoid instead of confront, instead of communicating with the person or persons that you have the issue with, if avoidance is the thing that you do, listen up. Some of the reasons why people use avoidance as their main coping mechanism, their go-to, is just because it feels safe, because it's like an illusion where you think that avoiding a situation or avoiding a conversation is going to sustain the relationship. It's going to preserve you and preserve your integrity, right? But let me tell you something. When you try to avoid something, it is going to pop back up. It's going to resurface, and it's going to hit you dead smack in the face. And then you're going to have to deal with the same issue or the same person or the same persons that you were trying to avoid all along. So I never recommend using avoidance as your go-to. It does not work. It's a temporary band-aid, and it just pacifies time. It's like a buffer. It makes you feel safe, and you're really not, because the issue is still there, and you need to talk about it. So I'm going to encourage communication skills is something that needs to be worked on. I think in general, I think everyone could benefit from communicating better within the relationships that exist in your life. Okay. Avoidance, there's an element of unhealthiness. It also is probably because a person doesn't really know if they can control themselves. So it has a lot to do with self-discipline. It has a lot to do with deep-seated anger issues that you have built up, like you have them, they're just there. And so part of the reason why you might avoid situations is because you're actually afraid of yourself, and you're afraid of the response that you're going to give to that person, because you know that response is going to be destructive. And because you're afraid of the outcome, you choose to avoid. So I am going to encourage you to no longer avoid. If there's something that you need to say to a person, if there's something that needs to change, if there's something that is bothering you, I'm encouraging you to confront the situation, to have a conversation. Now, you can't talk to everyone, and I'm well aware of that. There are people that you'll never be able to have a healthy dialogue with because they're not mentally healthy. And if that's your situation, then the next step is setting boundaries. I hope this helps. I'm a licensed clinician, and my name is Cheryl Lynn. If you want to hear more content related to mental health, go ahead and hit that follow button.